What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is asking good, probing questions. It is an analysis that examines the assumptions and logical processes that lead to particular decisions and/or conclusions. A critical thinker asks questions that aim to encourage deeper understanding and to distinguish relevant from irrelevant information. It is the ability to analyze choices and redefine one's approach based on best practices. The application of critical thinking includes many different ways to apply it to daily life. It includes the ability to analyze, critique, locate, and evaluate the question at hand. Good critical thinkers will come to conclusions based on accurate and fair interpretations of data. According to Nobel laureate George Poyas' approach to the application process of critical thinking, he came up with that understanding the problem at hand comes first, following with devising and carrying out a plan, then looking back and making sure the results make sense. Critical thinking is the ability to view and consider questions from a variety of perspectives, and then having the capacity to answer those questions by thinking about them using reasoning. Critical thinkers reflect on their conclusions to ask, is it reasonable? Critical thinking is thinking about your thinking. It is an ongoing reflection of the process of developing awareness and examination of the question. Being mindful of prejudices, social construction, and exploring different opinions and points of view are also a very important part of the reflection process. Critical thinking is the ability to effectively communicate a question in writing and/or orally to explore the possibilities, solutions from a variety of perspectives. Good critical thinkers communicate clearly with a strong sense of audience and of purpose. Good communication that is driven by critical thinking helps others to join in meaningful conversations and to gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's differences. Now here's a short video that summarizes the process of logical reasoning and critical thinking.
The universe is a big place, huge in fact, and rather complicated. Unfortunately, the human brain is relatively tiny and simple, at least in comparison. To help you survive, it has to work hard to make sense of things. It does have some clever tools to help it achieve this. It can turn experiences into symbols, recall sensations, and identify patterns. But most mental tricks take a lot of energy, and so your brain takes shortcuts. For example, it will seek out ideas that confirm what you already suspect. You will find the ideas of people you trust to be more appealing than those of people you don't. It will take your own experience and treat it as evidence. It will blur the lines between what you feel to be the case and what you know to be the case. Most of the time these tricks serve us so well, we're hardly even aware of them. Sometimes they mislead us. The biases which can be so useful can also blind us. And in a complex world of differing opinions, it's hard to know when to think using shortcuts and when to put some effort into using our heads. Thinking doesn't always need to be hard, however. Logic is a useful way to identify ideas that are likely to be helpful. Logic is a way to combine ideas to come to a conclusion. It's like maths, only it can deal with more than numbers. You've probably used it already. Think about the last argument you had. Did it go a little something like this? But everyone else is allowed to go, why can't I? A logical argument will be structured, all people are allowed to go, I am people, therefore I should be allowed to go. Logic is a useful way to combine established ideas to support the acceptance of a new idea. Looking for logic in an argument can help you decide whether you should agree with somebody or wait for more information.
Bloom's taxonomy is a theory and framework for categorizing educational goals into 6 categories or levels that was developed in 1956 by Benjamin Bloom and his collaborators. It is not just about memorizing, but it is about the application, analysis, creation, understanding, and evaluation of information you are trying to learn. It's broken down into the 6 levels of remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and then creating.